What's good? This Cam Reddish from the Atlanta Hawks, and you're watching Three Point Conversion.
That finish, you guys were able to work out a lead in the early in the fourth, but they made it tough on you.
Yeah, obviously a great win, but we have to be better. We have to be better. You're always going to be in those situations in this league. That it's a long game, 40 minutes long game. So we have to learn from it, get better. But it's nice to learn from wins and losses. So just found a way, but we definitely have to be better.
I know Trey had that one late turnover, but what did you make of his performance overall? I think this is his fifth straight game scoring 30 plus.
Yeah, I thought he showed a lot of composure. They're really pressuring him, obviously. I thought the little things like that last play of the second quarter, we get the basketball with roughly 10 seconds left on the clock. And rather than go fast and maybe give them clock, we take our time, we get a three with the pass. Like little things like that throughout the course of the game where I thought he continued to show maturity throughout the game.
I know Nate isn't here, but this is technically considered his 700th career win. Just with you filling in like that as head coach, like what does that mean to be a part of that milestone in his career?
Well, I mean, you all know Coach McMillan, and to be a part of his legacy, the quality of person and the quality of coach that he is, to be tagged with that man, that's a great honor. So I'm honored to be a part of that. So it's really cool.
What did you think of TLC filling in as a starter?
He's been there before, and that's the thing. That's a part of the construction of this team, and why Travis has put these players on this group with this group, because during the NBA season you need those guys, and he's played in the playoffs. He started plenty of games, so he did a great job. Both sides of the ball, I thought he was fantastic.
What have you thought of Kevin's growth just from where he started this season, where he is right now?
I think it's been talked about a lot, the fact that he had a summer where he didn't do anything, and Kevin's a rhythm guy, and he's finding his rhythm. He operates real well with Trey. He and Trey have a really good synergy, and he's going to get better and better. And it's really tough. You can't underestimate the fact that you come into an NBA season and haven't done anything basketball-wise during the summer. But it's good to see.
What do you think makes that connection between Trey and Kevin so works so well on the floor?
They're free-flowing. They're free-flowing players. They're rhythm guys. They have an appreciation for one another. And I think just they've grown up together, and there's a lot to be said for that.
On Zoom, we have a question from Christos Saltos.
Hello, Coach. Congratulations on the win. The way that you closed the game, what did you learn about your team's growth?
It wasn't good. We give specific instructions on what we're looking for at the end of the game there, having 2 timeouts, taking Trey out of the basketball game. We understood that we want to take a timeout immediately, make or miss. So it started there. A little mishap on the pick and roll. We kind of knew they would play a small pick and roll. So we just have to be better. And obviously, you never want a turnover, but we have to get a shot there. We have to get a shot at the end of the basketball game. So we have to learn from that and improve. All set.
Hello.
A game scored over 30 points. What do you feel like has been the contributing factor for why you have been scoring pretty much with ease for a couple of weeks now?
I'm just getting to my spots and I've worked really hard on being able to knock down jumpers, and I'm just getting to my spots, and other guys are making plays too. If they don't make plays, it's hard for me to get good looks. So if teams aren't going to double and teams are going to double, I mean, I'm going to give it to them and they're going to make plays. If they don't decide to double, I'll be able to get good looks. 'Cause we have so many guys on the floor who can make plays and not make jumpers. So it's more about the other guys making plays is getting me really good looks.
Joe mentioned before how he feels like your connection with Kevin specifically is, really good. Obviously, you guys started together in that same rookie class. What do you feel like makes that connection so strong with you and Kevin?
Yeah, me and Kev, we played on USA together in high school. So I mean, we've gone way back since before the league, and I mean, I just think we're two very smart players. I mean, been overlooked for a long time, but we're both very cerebral and we know how to play the game. So I think that's where we kind of click, and he knows how to come up and make certain plays, and we can read off just each other, and that's just a good type of teammate to have that has that type of IQ, and his game speaks for itself. So to be able to have the IQ with it, it's big.
Nate has said about,
No, you got no.
sorry. Nate has said about Kevin that Kevin, a lot of times he says Kevin plays the game the right way. Do you see that out of Kevin, and what does that mean to you?
Yeah, I mean, he just plays the right way. I mean, sometimes his shots won't go in, and sometimes shots just don't go in sometimes. But he's not going to take crazy shots, and he's not going to. I mean, he's just going to play within the flow of the game and let the game come to him. And I think that's kind of what he means. Yeah, so pretty much like that.
TLC gets to start tonight. Obviously, we can't out everybody. Just, I guess, what did you see from him and his performance in that starting unit?
It was big time. He came in aggressive, and I told him I wanted him to be aggressive when he caught the ball and not be timid when he came in. And just wanted him to play his game and knock down shots when he got them, and he did that. He had a big shots for us tonight, and then also he had a big block for us too. So he made a big impact on our winning tonight.
What was your relationship like with Kevin going back since he was there?
That's when we kind of started. He's a year older than me, so he was. That was our kind of first time we got to really hang out. We went to Chile for a month and South America, and it was. We were just us hanging out. I mean, the whole team everywhere we went. Not very many food places, so we just all got to kick it with each other. So.
Right, kind of an odd way of getting it, but Coach McMillan got the 700th win tonight officially. What can you say about the legacy he's left on you and on this team?
Yeah, 700 wins is big time. And to do it after a playing career is even crazier. That just shows how much he's dedicated to, winning. And it shows, he just knows so much about the game. And I'm happy that we're a part of it. That's a big milestone. And hopefully we're looking forward to winning some more for him.
We have a couple questions on Zoom.
On Zoom, we have Christo Saltas.
Hey Trey, congratulations on the win. What do you see in the game the way that you closed the game out tonight?
I could have done better in closing it out. I think it was a good game. We had a good lead, and just got to do a better job. I got to do a better job of closing it out. I can't have that little turnover at the end and give them a chance to win. So, it was a good game.
And also, what is your mindset coming into the court? Do you feel that you are the best player step on the court every time?
Of course. I always think that. I always believe that. I've always believed that since I was in 8th grade. So nothing's going to change from here.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it. All right, thanks, Ray. Got you.
Sorry. It's confusing, bro. They got us in a locker.
Ready for the game.
Who wants to kick it? Sarah? Lauren?
Oh, I can start. Kevin, what did you see on that? There was that play where there was a few seconds left, and Trey had that turnover, and you're just kind of trying to get a stop in transition. What did you see on that final play, and what was your mindset with that?
Yeah, I was just trying to make a play on the ball, make him finish over me. Kind of that situation, there's not much you can do but try to compete and go make a play, and he missed it short. Obviously the dominoes fell in our favor tonight at the end of the game and made our free throws when we needed to.
Feel like you got away with them.
I don't. I mean, I never foul. I haven't fouled anybody in my life. I don't. I mean, to be honest, I went up contest the shot. It was clean up top, and he came up short.
Chris Jack was talking about how, it's been fun watching you and Trey kind of grow up together between, before getting here and over the last couple of years. It just seems like the connection between you two is just spot on right now. Like, do you feel that? And what was that kind of like, growing up with Trey?
Yeah, I mean, we played a lot of minutes together, played a lot of games together, lost a lot of games together, won a lot of games together. So yeah, I feel like this is game in years past that we haven't always won, and have a lot of guys out and had a lot of different guys step up. A lot of guys made shots when we needed to. Our bench was really good tonight. It's a good win for us.
There's a big difference with your numbers when you're playing with the reserves as opposed to the starters. Why do you feel like there is that discrepancy for you?
I think it's a role I've been in since I really came into the league for the most part. It's one I'm comfortable in. I think starting games, getting a rhythm right away. Kind of over the course of my whole career, I feel like I've slowly worked my way into games, and it was an adjustment, obviously coming off the bench, and I'm sure there's going to be opportunity for whether it's this year or the rest of my career at some point, coming off the bench, and something I got to continue to work on is having that energy right when I get in and being aggressive right when I get in. But I think I have good chemistry with these guys. John the same way, Trey, Clinton out for a little bit, but I think my chemistry with the first group's a little bit better, and it's something we're still getting with the second group when I'm out there, but just trying to win games.
Any more in the room for these two?
John, why do you feel like Kevin works well with the starting group?
Kevin works well with the starting group, works well with the second group, the reserves. You said whoever said the reserve. Kevin works well with everybody because he has a natural feel for the game. You know what I mean? And you can't teach that. If you're able to flow and to play within the rhythm regardless of whoever's on the court, that's effective. Kevin knows where to get his spots, where to get his shots off, unselfish, all that good stuff. So the game's easy. I always try to tell him to calm down and just make the right decisions because he's going to get there. He can do whatever he needs to do, which is, all about execution. So
How important is it for a great team to have like an unselfish type of player who's willing to make an extra pass, willing to do essentially whatever?
yeah, it's essential. That's mandatory, needed, whatever you want to say for us to win games. As I said before, having multiple guys do that on a nightly basis, as well as having the talent that we have to win games.
TLC got to start tonight. What do you think about his game?
Another guy who comes in, plays unselfishly, plays hard, plays together. Out there giving his all on the defensive end. Might not make the big splash on offense, but all the little things TLC is doing, and those add up. So again, winning basketball.
Any more in the room? Stand by.
What them boys doing?
It lost.
Awesome. On Zoom, we have a question from Cassidy Hubbard.
Thanks.
Hi, Kevin. So just back to what Sarah mentioned with how Trey talked about how you and him have this connection all the way back to your FIBA days. He described it as that you guys were overlooked players. And that's kind of what bonded you guys. How do you feel that chip on your shoulder, if you will, is translated to where the two of you are now in this situation together?
I mean, I would agree with that. I think Trey has always been one of the elite players of our grade, our class. And I feel like for the most part myself, I flew under the radar really until college and even coming to the league a little bit. But I'm not sure if I've ever used that as an external motivator. I feel like it's always, I've just tried to prove myself for myself and be there for my teammates. And, like I said before, I feel like me and Trey, we've been through a lot so far in our first 4 years, played a lot of minutes together, been through a lot of games, a lot of wins, a lot of losses. And I still feel like we're growing, growing along with this team, along with John. All three of us have been here the longest on this team, and we're just trying to continue to stack wins.
Well, I mean, given that, I guess this is gonna go to both of you, if you don't mind, just your observations of what Trey's been doing these last 5 games. scoring over 30, 5 straight. I mean, I know there was some bumps in the road to start with the rule changes and everything with him getting into a flow, but how do you guys define the flow he's in right now?
That's Trey. You know what I mean? That's it's nothing that we, you know, it's to say Kevin and I have been here for a while and we haven't seen any difference or any slowdown in what Trey does. You know, Trey's an elite scorer in this league, and he's been able to score the ball at a high level efficiently as well as get his teammates involved. So, you know, not to say that we're all impressed or we're not happy for him, but that's Trey. You know what I mean? And we expect greatness from him as he does from himself. So, you know, we're going to keep encouraging him to play well.
Yeah, I mean, his shot making is elite. I mean, the rule changes. He's one of those players I think was a poster child for a lot of the rule changes, and he's answered the bell really, you know, at every point. I mean, his shot making in big moments. He gets in the lane. There's a lot of times we're going back on defense laughing, you know, kind of just hitting crazy shots and, you know, his deep threes. So he's answered the bell. He's carried us at times, and you know, the better he is, I think the better everyone else is.
Thank you both.
Next up on Zoom, we have Louis Acosta.
Good evening, John. It's a question for you. It's Luis Enrique Acosta from Compendio Deportivo. How do you describe this season so far?
If I was to, you know, describe it shortly, you know, obviously didn't necessarily start, you know, the best way, but I feel like the resiliency in this team and what we've been able to do to put ourselves back into contending position just shows you the ability that our team has to win games, but it also shows you the reality of how harsh this league is and how much better the Eastern Conference has gotten. So, you know, we just need to steady the ship and continue to win games the right way.
Thank you.
Final Zoom question goes to Christos Saltas.
Hello, guys. Congratulations on the win. John, you already won with different ways so far in this season. What it represents about you guys as a team?
Sorry, say that again, Christos. I have different what?
Yeah, you won with different ways so far in this season. What it represents about you guys, about that group from your perspective?
You're saying one, like win games in different ways, right? Just to make sure.
Yes.
Yeah, it shows you the versatility of this team. Not only were we able to win different games, but we had a new coach today. So shout out to CJ, my guy, Chris Jant coming in today and taking over for coach. Not only do we have versatility on our player side from top to bottom offensively, but we're able to change mindsets and just lock in. As I said, the resiliency of this team is what makes us so good, as well as the depth and versatility. So we just gotta steady the course, Christos.
And also, Kevin, how hungry you are as a group to make something special this season?
Yes, young and hungry. Young to win in this league and to accomplish something, to prove ourselves, and we're gonna get there.
Thank you very much. Keep up.
Christos.
Thank you.
That's all she wrote.